One of the biggest struggles in life is comparing ourselves with others. We look around and think, why is she ahead of me? Why am I not like him? But the truth is, every journey is different. If a fish spends its life wishing to fly like a bird, it will always feel like a failure, even though it holds the power to swim across the entire ocean. With social media in front of us every day, this problem has only grown stronger. We scroll, we watch, and we compare. We see the highlights of other people's lives and immediately forget the gifts in our own. Slowly, this mindset steals our peace and pulls us towards emptiness. This story is for anyone who has ever thought, I'll never be good enough. There was once a small village near a forest. In that village lived a boy named David. He was hardworking and kind, but he carried one weakness. He always compared himself to others. When his classmates scored higher marks, David thought, if only I were that smart. When his neighbor showed his wealth, he sighed, I wish I had that money. Even when someone ran faster than him, he whispered, why can't I do that? Day after day, these thoughts made him unhappy. He lost focus in school, he stopped enjoying life's little joys, and he began to believe that he was never enough. One day, a wise old man, known as Grandpa Thomas, came to the village. David went to him and confessed, Grandpa, no matter how hard I work, whenever I see others doing better, I feel miserable. It seems like I'll never measure up. Grandpa listened and said, meet me tomorrow under the oldest tree in the village. You will find your answer there. The next morning, David arrived. Grandpa pointed to the forest and asked, what do you see? David replied, so many trees, some tall, some short, some with fruit, some without. Grandpa smiled. Now imagine the apple tree saying, why am I not as tall as the oak? Or the oak saying, I wish I had sweet fruit like the apple. How would that sound? David laughed. It would sound silly. Grandpa asked, and how does this forest look to you? David said, beautiful, peaceful, just right. Exactly. Grandpa nodded. Life is the same. Every tree has its own gift. The apple gives fruit. The oak stands tall and strong. Both are valuable in their own way. People are no different. Then Grandpa took David to a pond. Fish swam in the water while a bird flew above. What if the fish wished to fly? Grandpa asked. Would that make sense? David shook his head. Of course not. Fish are meant to swim, and birds are meant to fly. Grandpa looked at him and said softly, then why do you spend your life wishing to be someone else? You too have your own strengths. Discover them. Walk your own path. That day, something changed inside David. He stopped comparing himself to others and started focusing on his own talents. Slowly, he grew confident again. Years later, David built his own business. People asked him, how did you become so successful? And he always answered with a smile, never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims, it can master the entire ocean. The sun and the moon don't shine together, yet both are equally important. Remember, your journey is yours alone. Own it.